Hello friends, this is Mohsin Jafri. Welcome to my talk show Business Hero, broadcasting straight from the land of opportunities, Australia. Today's guest, I'll straight come to the point, is someone who was born in an era where having access to the outside world was not that easy. But she has reached that level as of today that having access to her is not that easy. She has broken the conventional norm coming from a culture or a country, the background, where you are supposed to be doing X thing, but being a girl, a lady, she has become a public figure, that too in Australia. I will let her introduce herself because I think I have not reached that level where I could define her status, her success, her journey in my own words. Let's hear it from her, Pinky Singh. Pinky, thank you so much for coming onto the talk show. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mohsin. It's very hard to say no to you. And it's an absolute pleasure and honor to be here. And I really wish you all the best. The way you're doing this, it's amazing.
Thank you. So for the audience, Pinky, can you introduce yourself? Where do you come from? How did the thought of migrating to Australia came to your mind?
So my full name is Gurpreet Pinky Singh, by the way, and Pinky is my middle name and a nickname. I'm born in Bidar, South India.
All right.
And my dad served in Indian Air Force. And we traveled throughout India, learned a lot. I love traveling just because of that. I think that's a reason. And about 1998, I was in first year at my university. Mm-hmm. And that's when, just like many other families in India, arranged marriage.
Yeah.
And Dad said, I have a friend and good, just like a family.
Yeah.
And they have a son in Australia and they're looking for a girl. And what do you think? And I said, do I have a choice? He said, you have choice to say no.
Yeah.
But I would really prefer to meet with him. So I do remember I met my husband Ladi, and he migrated with his family for I don't know, ages ago.
Yeah.
And we met, and after 2 days we got engaged.
Wonderful.
And that was in March.
Yeah.
And November 28th we got married, and 1998, and then never looked back after that.
Wonderful. So it was November 28th.
Yes.
A good day to get married.
Yes.
From a numbers point of view.
Great weather in India at that time.
Yes. So your marriage happened in India.
Yes, arranged marriage.
Arranged marriage. Yeah. And then you migrated to Australia.
Yes, migrated here.
Okay.
Yes.
You must be at a very tender age because you were in first year.
Yeah, I was 20. I remember I celebrated my 21st birthday here.
All right.
But Ladi was only 23, so we were both young and trying to work out what's going on.
Yeah. So when you were thinking of migrating to Australia, did you have any thought what you will do going to Australia? Because you were currently pursuing your college in India. So any thoughts at that point in time?
Not really. There's one thing that my dad's background, we are from Punjab. So Punjab's known for migrating in Canada, England, and everyone was moving, and I have many relatives, cousins who lived overseas.
Yeah.
And so I thought, okay, I'll do whatever they're doing.
All right. So you went with the flow?
Yeah, I just went with the flow.
There was no thought process of what you will do? Okay.
No.
So when you came here, did you pick up any job? Did you start a business? Did you do anything?
Yes, for 1 year I worked as a waitress. There was
a
very good friend from a Fijian Indian family.
Yeah.
And they asked me if I can be a part of their team.
Yeah.
So I did that.
Yeah.
And just after 1 year they were impressed. So I was a manager after
Wonderful.
that.
Yeah.
So I managed, and income wasn't great those days.
Yeah.
But I learned a lot. Customer service and English in a different tone or accent.
Yes.
And to understand how exactly the service industry works.
Yeah.
I do give them a credit for giving me that opportunity.
So let me just brief you. The idea of this podcast is people like you who have really achieved great success, super success I will say, and you are in the public domain,
Yeah.
And somebody sitting at home and watching this podcast, I want people to get inspired from your journey. So everybody is having a thought of starting something new. It's an idea.
Yeah.
That idea could be executed in politics, in cricket, or any business. So I know your journey, and I want you to inspire as many people as you can. So friends, Pinky is a public face She is the face of a nationalised political party in Australia, and she is the face in Queensland state. Plus, Pinky also runs her consulting company. We will hear from her what was the idea, what was the thought, how did she navigate the entire process, and she has reached to the level where she is today. So how did the idea of getting into the business or public domain came to your mind?
As I said, I really kept going with the flow, still am.
Yeah.
And I'm a very strong believer of destiny and that superpower up there that we call God.
Yeah.
And but I do believe that I have to and I must give a credit to my husband. Because Ladi has always supported me and showed me a little pathway that I should be doing. I think because someone you live with, they know the best in you. And he always thought that I'm that person that if I go out or do something, I'm more extrovert. And so he suggested me to do something, not to just sit at home and be yourself and find, you know, some goal, because when I was here first, I wasn't interested in doing much other than being a waitress in the restaurant. And then we had 3 children.
Okay.
And within 6 years, I'm a very proud mother.
Yeah.
And after that, serving the community, I think that always have in you, because you see your mothers back in India going to the temple or the Gurdwara and serve people. And my father was in Air Force, so I always seen my dad with that discipline and passion, and also not only serve a nation, but people around you. So, and that was it. And I started my community organization about 10 years ago. Actually, it'll be 10 years next year. It's called Punjabi Welfare Association of Australia.
Okay.
And with just mostly, it was about to serve a community and help victims of domestic violence, because the numbers were really growing.
Growing, yes.
Yeah, especially from many women who came as a student or newlyweds here, because they had lack of understanding of the visa, they come here. And so started that, and that's when I met someone from a political party, and they approached me, and first I had no idea, because I never studied here the law and the constitution of the country. So I couldn't work out what they asked me to do. And then I took that as a challenge. And did that. 2020 was the first elections for the Liberal National Party. For state, I was a state candidate, but wrong timing, I would say, because of COVID. Hit at that time. We couldn't do any campaigns much out there. Marketing was, you know, you have to market. Everything is
marketing.
You have to marketing. You know how it is. And that's it. Then after that, I thought I enjoyed it, because you meet many different people. And you help people, and community service was always a stronger point of mine. So last year ran again from the state seat of Mansfield, which is just around here. And it was a great experience. We are in government, though I couldn't cross the line, but it's great to have a team in Queensland.
Wonderful. So it was your passion, it was your drive to help the community, because you have seen in your family your dad doing that, your mom doing that. And that passion, how did you convert that passion into your goal, that I will achieve that? What was the process from the passion to converting into goal? Could you just explain that?
I believe 2016, a very sad story happened with one of that lovely young fellow, Manmeet Ali Sheikh.
Yes.
Yeah, the bus tragedy.
Yes.
And everyone knows in the world.
Yes.
And he was a great friend. And he was supposed to come on that day to perform on stage in one of my events.
All right.
And that day, that's it. That triggered me when I heard the news.
Okay.
And I saw there's a big, deep disconnection between the government and community. Everyone was just a bit lost and didn't know what to do and how to connect the right dots in there. And that's it. That was just one point that I felt that it's either language or cultural barrier, and it shouldn't be. The people who are here, they need to understand better, and the government also need to understand that there are those barriers. They're hardworking people, but challenges are there. So they needed I wouldn't say that I was that one person who did it. We had a great team.
Yeah.
Everyone is a part of a journey.
Yeah.
But that's sort of something that helped me and motivated me to help his family and the community to do something for that great gentleman that we lost.
So you were already running your, that
Punjabi
association,
yes.
And you were heading it. It was your idea.
That was actually my first event after the launch.
Oh, okay.
So it was just started.
Okay.
Even I had no idea what to do.
Yeah.
But then just got involved in that process.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And it was your idea.
It was mine.
To start that association.
I had a couple of more friends with me. They were supported.
Yeah.
Like Saurabh was a great supporter as well.
All right. Okay.
So I said, look, this is my idea. This is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
We need to have that association. Why is it Punjabi?
Yeah.
Because even though I cannot read and write Punjabi, because I'm born in South India, then lived in West Bengal and Kashmir.
Okay.
But because of my last name, and I understand that Punjabi culture background more, and numbers were really getting higher with the domestic violence situation with the Punjabi girls more. So that was the reason I started that.
So there was a social cause connected to your goal. So friends, Pinky wanted to start because there was an opportunity there. I will not call it opportunity. There was a problem. And she said that, let me take the baton and try and do something for the community. And then she started. So I think if you're sitting on an idea, it is more important to execute the idea. And when you get into the execution mode, you will have your well-wishers, your friends, your connections, your circle, who will then jump onto the bandwagon and then try to help you out. From Punjabi Welfare Association, you had become a public figure. People started knowing you. And then the Liberal National Party came to you and offered you. What was the thing that was going into your mind? You were hesitant, or you said, okay, let me grab the opportunity?
I'm just one of those people who just never hesitant for anything.
Okay.
I just take an opportunity and take it as a challenge and say like, let's do it.
Okay.
But you, of course, even now I've been actively involved in the party for more than 10 years, but still a lot to learn. A lot to learn.
Were there any impediments, any reservations that I don't know the country well, I don't know the political system, I don't have qualifications, I don't have connections, and how will I do it? Were there all these thoughts going in your mind, and how did you overcome that?
Yeah, that always goes back in your subconscious mind. You know where you stand. So as I said, lack of understanding of a constitution of this country, that was there, but I still have very good friends who into law, and they helped me. If there was a questions, they were always answering me, and there was good friends around in my political party that they opened their doors and let me ask any questions and help me out. So, but I believe that if you really have a passion, people can read that, and they do let you ask questions, and they support you. So I do believe I was very lucky, and I am very lucky, fortunate to have that good team within Liberal Party. They're very supportive.
So again, you're coming back to the key word, passion. That people saw you having the passion, even though you did not have the degree or the qualification or a better understanding of the constitution. Did you face any difficulties from your team members that, outsider coming and gaining popularity?
That's the case in everywhere. That's in the family, business, society, politics. There's always.
How did you navigate that?
You just have to ignore, follow again, the word is passion. When you're passionate and you're very focused, you got to ignore all that, and you have to capture that moment, and you have to take that opportunity and fight for it.
Wonderful. So friends, passion and focus were the key words for Pinky. Whatever journey she was walking, she kept on believing that I have the passion, I have the drive, and I will focus on what I want to achieve at the end of the day. Focus for me, I try to define follow on course until you are successful. So I think if you guys are sitting on a business idea, I always say idea because ideas, if executed properly, you will achieve success. And everyone on the planet has an idea. Everyone, it comes to your mind. The only thing, the difference that is between you and people who have achieved success in business or any form of life is the execution. We don't execute the ideas. We don't. I will tell you about myself. I've been thinking of starting something for the last 5 years, but I was not executing, and finally then it was a wake-up call. I said, okay, let me start getting people, and I want to inspire, I want to motivate, I want to encourage as many people on planet Earth that if you're sitting on an idea, start your journey. Pinky, simultaneously you also started your own business, consulting business. Can you brief what exactly is your business and how do you manage both politics and business?
As I said, I'm always been an extrovert person. I enjoy people, communities. So I did have my own wedding planning business before that. So I did that as well previously. And I did help my husband into his business as well. And so I was always involved. So I did understand business better. And then I thought there was a time that I got to do something of my own. And people were coming to me to ask me about, do you know that business? Can you connect me to that? Or can I be a client of that company? Or so because I had all these connections. And I thought, why don't I start actual company and help people at the same time, make a bit money and pay my bills.
All right, okay. So what is your business model in terms of what you are doing currently?
More of a connecting and networking. And there's many people come to me, for example, they have a tissue paper supply all over Australia, but they just want to get connected to some restaurants or hotels or any businesses. And so I sort of look at their structure and guide them where I think they need to tweak something, add or minus those things. And then I connect to them to all friends of mine who I think they be better suitable and that can save their money to get some sort of services from them. So I connect that sort of, including a bit of a recruitment in there as well. If people are looking for a job, and I know one of my friend recently, she owns a very big company, and looking for a good. She looked for a good manager. So I had this gentleman that I thought be right person. So connect them, and I charge a bit of a fee for that.
See, friends, Pinky really thought outside of the box. Due to the political career she's currently pursuing, she has the connections in the community, and then she said, why not I start my own venture where I can complement what strengths I have. So the adage, your network is your net worth. It actually worked for her, that she thought both the businesses can complement, and obviously at the end of the day you will make money and you will become successful. In terms of your family, how do you manage? Because you said you have 3 kids. You are so actively involved in politics. I've been having difficulty in getting you to my podcast. Day in, day out, you are at this event, that event. Then you have your consulting business, and then you have 3 lovely children. How do you, balance your life?
Well, consulting business, it helps me when I'm day in, I'm day out, because you got to meet people. You have to meet people, you have to meet businesses. And when it comes to community, again, that word would never go out from me, is a passion. That no matter what happens, you got to balance your life. Money is separate, but you must serve the community. You got to be there for community. So I enjoy going there and listening people's problems, and wherever I can connect them. Absolutely volunteer. I do not ever charge for that. And with 3 children, I'm a very proud mother. So as I say, the kids are, for a parent, so for a mother, it's always a kids. But there was a time when it was hard when they were younger, because my husband had to travel a lot for his work. Most of the time he's away from Queensland. And during COVID as well, he couldn't come because borders were shut. It was so hard. But I do believe that you do find your way. You do find your way if you have that, you're in that circumstances and you got to work that out. You do find your way. So I'm very proud now as my kids are all grown up now. My son's 24, daughter's 22, youngest 19. They're all in university. They're all doing very well. And so then when I look back, I don't even remember that there was a time when you struggle. So
Any phase in your point in life where you thought, my kids are getting ignored because of the busy schedule I have? Did you ever feel that?
Of course.
How did you overcome that?
you can never do that. That's always thing to be a good mother and to be a good businesswoman or to be out in the community.
Yeah.
You can manage it, but there's always
one side
has to sacrifice that.
Yes,
and
yes.
that is a bit hard. But as they grown up now, they understand
They
that.
understand
They
it,
understand
yeah,
that now.
yeah.
They do understand.
Yeah.
I remember my youngest, your youngest is always your baby, and
Yes.
she always comes back and says, "Oh, you were not there for
True.
my this function or my this award ceremony." And then now when I explain her, at that time it's very hard.
Yeah.
And now when I explain her, she does see.
She understands.
Yeah, she does, and she really supports me and admires for all the work I do.
Wonderful. So friends, as Pinky said, that it is very difficult to balance three aspects or three different compartments, because she's in politics, she's running her own business, she's involved in community, and she has three beautiful children. Husband was away due to work commitments, and the way she has balanced. I'll try to summarize the phrase I will want to use for Pinky, before we conclude. But if you are, straddling, if you are, managing, trying to balance out, please do not get demotivated. Keep the focus, keep the passion on, understand your goal, and continue doing that. Because at the end of the day, when you look back in your journey, you will not have any regrets, because you tried your best. We all try our best to manage things. Pinky, whoever is going to watch this, and if they are sitting on a business idea, what is the advice you will want to give them?
I would say, try to understand who you are. What's your strength? Like, where you stand, who you are is very important, and be true to yourself. And do that work that you think is, you're going to enjoy it, that you're not going to regret it, and give your 100% best shot. And got to have passion in it. That's a word always going to stick with me, that passion with focus. You'll achieve that. Nothing is impossible. That's how I see it. Because I'm a firm believer that a girl or a lady should be financially independent. 100%.
That is the first thing
100%.
I want everybody to ensure, that if you have your wife, if you have a sister, your daughter, your mother, ensure as men, ensure that the ladies are financially independent. You try to give everything, but just inculcate the thought in their mind that they have to be independent. They shouldn't be dependent on anybody, any soul on planet. What will be your best tip for all the girls and the ladies who are going to watch, and if they have passion to come into politics, how should they navigate? What should be the starting point?
Politics is something, it's absolutely a community service. You got to be in there. Because again, as we had a discussion about it before, you got to be in and out all the time. You're out in the community. People got to know you. And these days, especially when their social media is so up, there used to be a time when politicians used to bullshit and get away with it. Not anymore. People can read you. People are smart. So just be honest, be who you are. And if you really want to do it, then I do believe it's good to study something that backs you up, whether it's a law, constitution, and more understanding of this country. And there's rest is all online. Find out which party that you would like to support, because there's about three major parties here, and they all have their policies and constitution online. Read that and see what suits you better, and with the person or personality you are, and go and join that online and follow from there.
Wonderful, thank you. And if somebody is intending to start a consulting business, in business communities, in social community, what will be your best advice?
I do believe it's a good idea to sit with your accountant, because you have a little bit of better, if you have never ran business before and you're very new to it and you do not want to go to the business college or business school, the best idea is sit with your accountant, find out your do's and don'ts. And there's so many softwares and AI world now it is.
Yeah.
So it's very easy to find all that information to run the business on AI. but my accountant has been a great help. And you do, especially with the consulting business, you need to be very careful because every state have a different law on, there's a little borderline what you can do or what you cannot do. For example, I cannot directly do any government relations, but
Okay.
I can give those clients to a lobbyist because they are allowed to.
Okay.
So there's all that sort of do's and don'ts. So
Yeah.
be mindful, but it's easy. Again, if it's in you, you know who you are, you enjoy it, that's your strength. Sit with someone who knows you and can guide you, get on AI, that's the world,
All
and
right.
go for it.
All right, okay. When you look back, it's been how many years in Australia? 27.
27 years.
27 years. What were your life's defining moments?
There's so many.
If you can enumerate one or two that you feel so proud that when I look back at the life's journey, those were the moments that made my life happy, successful, you know.
Definitely when we bought our first house.
All right,
Yes,
okay.
you know, that's something that you feel you achieved with your husband together.
Yeah.
And your own roof.
Yeah.
That gives you that
Yeah.
sense of achievement.
Yeah.
And of course, every time children did great in the school. When I received Order of Australia medal,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
so that was
Yeah.
something, I still get very emotional about it because you see so many people around you
Yeah.
that you think they need to be in there and they
Yeah.
are the one who deserve that. And but of course it's and some anonymous person from police services actually nominated me.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, so that's another. That was the greatest news, I would say. That when I
Yes.
heard that, I was
Yes.
like, "Oh, really?" You know.
Yeah.
Then you feel okay, great.
Yeah.
So all that work over the time that you had done, and yeah, that's a big achievement. I'm very humbly saying that, and yeah, that's a
Can
great.
you explain the OAM award you got to the audience? What exactly is that? And if you can just explain what exactly is the award.
So there are a few awards in Australia that you get recommended by some person can nominate you, but there's about 2 years of due diligence happen on that person, that whether that person actually deserves that award or not. And that award is given by the Commonwealth. So Order of Australia medal. It was sad that the Queen passed away. I was the last one before she passed away that I all signed, got it from there,
Yeah.
and Governor General gives you that award to. There's different categories for community service or science, some research,
Okay.
those sort of. So I received it for community service.
Community service.
Yeah, and that's when you feel like, okay, get job done, big tick, thank you.
Yeah. That must be a really proud moment.
Yes,
Extremely
of course,
proud moment.
especially
yeah?
for children. So
Yes.
all those times when I wasn't there for them,
Yeah.
the day I received that award at the governor's house,
Yeah.
then they're like, okay,
The
it's all
entire
good, mom.
Memory flashback. Yeah, okay.
You know, yeah.
So coming from an Indian background,
Yes.
I think you must be the first woman to achieve that award.
I'm not sure in. Actually, I need to check that
Okay.
before I say that.
Okay.
I do believe that now there's many others got it. Before me, I'm not. I don't think so, but I do not want to make any statement over
Okay,
that.
okay. No,
Yes.
wonderful. Friends, Pinky is such a popular face. Any function happening in the community, at least in Queensland, she has to be there. The function does not start if she doesn't go there and does the inauguration. So she has reached that level, coming from absolutely no political background to reaching a level where every event is graced by Pinky. Most of the events of Liberal National Party, Pinky is the MC. She's the one who will organize the event and conduct the event. So, when I look back and when I see you, so busy with all those events, what is that thing that keeps you going other than the passion? What else are you searching in your life, in your journey, that you want to achieve, that I need to be so involved with all these events? What is that?
First of all, after age of 45, you think you're short of time.
All
and
right.
your bucket list is so long and
Yeah.
you think, I got to do more.
Okay.
And when you see me at events and getting people together, I think that's very much needed. We all come from different states in India or countries.
Yes.
It's very important when you put all under one roof
one,
together.
yeah.
And that's actually you get to see the strength. and you understand the different cultures and the problems and the issues and achievements that people have, and you see all at one place. It's just nice. I enjoy that.
You like the energy.
I like
there.
that energy there. I like that energy. And you see good people, they also come to, for example, Liberal Party multicultural event when you were there.
Yes.
Last time, about 500 people turned up.
Yes.
I don't think they all are there just because they want to be politicians. They were successful business people or community service or community leaders. But they're all there because I do believe that they do want to be connected, and they do want to feel the energy of other person and find out what's lacking in their life, or how can we learn from each other.
Yes.
And that's very important.
Yes.
Otherwise you just in a rat race Monday to Friday, or doing a business or a work, and you go home and sleep. So I do believe it is good and important to go into functions because you learn from each other.
So you get inspired from each other.
I do get inspired.
And that's the motto of my podcast, that, inspire to aspire, and that's a good thing. If somebody wants to get in touch with you, Pinky, would you mind, giving them details how to get in touch with you? Because you are such a big name and face in the community. Where should they reach you?
First of all, you're too kind to say that. It's easy. I'm on a Facebook as well as at Pinky Singh OAM, and Instagram as well. As I said, social media is a way to connect. That'd be the best way, and message me through that. Otherwise, I do have email and phone number, but it'd be great if social media is the best way.
Okay, thank you. Now, the last segment, what next? Achieve greatness, and popularity in politics. You're running a successful business. You're running a beautiful family, managing all three. What next?
I'll leave that to God as the time comes. My journey started with the flow. Just go with the flow. And I want to leave that as a go with the flow as well. I do have some ideas in my mind, but I believe it's too early to say those things. And as life is learning, after 45, there's not much time left. So got to keep running, and let's see what God brings next.
All right. But any compartment, I will call it compartment, political compartment, a business compartment, family compartment, any compartment you will like to focus more and say, this is what I want to pursue in the next 5, next 10. Is there anything, realization, any kind of prioritization that is happening from your end?
I do have this thing in my mind for 2026, more time for family.
So
because
next
100% for more time for my to spend with them and to travel, and as biological clock is not only ticking for me, it's ticking for my mother back in India as well. So that's how it is, and I think over the years you need to a little bit look back, slow down, take a pause, and say thank you to them, who nurtured you and raised you.
Of course.
So I would prefer that. I believe so. That's my plan. And for community, yes, always be there. Like any community events, need any help in the community, I believe I'll do that. But other than business and politics, I'll keep it on the side, but nicely. I'll keep going in there because business is going very good, touch wood. And politics, there's nothing happening till 2028. So let's see where the life takes.
All right. So good point you raised, mother back home. Are you involved in community service back home in India?
Not much really, but because of my Punjabi Welfare Association, when I go back to Punjab or Delhi, there are people who know me, and because of knows me through my work or newspapers or media. So I do go and see them, and they try to find out, especially example, one family, last time I was in India, they approached me and they said their son wants to go to Australia on a student visa. And I said, I'm not a migration agent, but I can tell you these are the do's and don'ts, and these are the people who can help you. This is the right way, this is the right pathway, and that's the journey. So those sort of things do happen. And I enjoy that.
Wonderful. Because community service cuts all the borders. Cuts across. 100%. You can be doing here, Australia, India, anywhere. Because it's the passion of helping people. And I think there is some sense of achievement that when you help somebody, you feel good. Givers 100%. And takers.
100%.
So for the time I know you, you have always given to the community. It's very selfless that you think for yourself. It is 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, Sundays, Saturdays, you're always there for event, and that passion, I think not everybody has it, and hats off to you, for having that passion, driving it properly, and helping the community across. One last piece of advice for my audience, coming from the heart.
Just be true to yourself. Just be honest.
All right.
Yeah, there comes a time when you cannot be just doing 100 things at a time.
Yeah.
So be true to yourself and find who you are.
Yeah.
And what you really want to achieve.
Yeah.
Of course, go with the flow.
Yeah.
But that flow can take you anywhere.
Okay.
So be mindful where you're going. And try to be always grateful to the people who is part of your journey, who takes you there.
True.
So I'm so grateful to many people.
Yeah.
Many people, because you can never achieve something just by yourself.
True.
For example, my husband, my children, many good friends, great business people who supported me, and my political friends. So this is a journey, but just be honest to yourself and be grateful to the people who are part of your journey.
Thank you so much. So let me summarize, friends. Pinky today, even though she has got a toothache, she took pills and she came. Thank you so much for doing that. Coming from India, coming from a different community, conservative. She also told me that English was not her first language. To achieving something, standing on a platform, addressing thousands of people, becoming the face of one of the nationalized party in Queensland, becoming the face of community in Queensland, running a successful business. I will try to summarize Pinky's journey and Pinky herself as a woman of substance. I do not use this phrase for anybody and everybody. I know Pinky for long enough time. I've seen her, the drive, the passion, the focus she brings to the table, the energy. When you go to her event, she's so involved in the event. She's meeting, connecting with people, hugging people, and that's what we want. I think in today's world, we are so much involved on social media, in isolation. I think we should come out of that, break the shackles, get into communities, meet people, network with people, share the energies, imbibe the energies. And if you listen to what Pinky was saying in her podcast, passion, focus, and be true to yourself. You might have 10,000 ideas, 100,000 ideas, but just stay focused, see where your strengths are, and always be thankful and grateful to the people around you, because it's not you alone who can achieve what you want, but it's always a teamwork. So be grateful, be thankful to the universe, and go with the flow. Pinky, in my sense, I've defined you as woman of substance. Thank you so much for taking time out, and you are a real business hero. I wish you all the best. You continue doing the community events. You continue pursuing your career in politics. I hope you achieve great success, super success in all the domains you want to pursue. And thank you so much. So friends, this is Mohsin Jafri signing off from Business Hero. Until next time, see you. Look after yourself. Stay happy. Stay blessed. Peace to everyone. Thank you. Mohsin Jafri signing off. Thank you.